up? It's Destiny back again with another video, and today we are going to get into, could you say a hot topic? Is this Wendy Williams? Hold up, The View? We're going to get into a pretty hot topic, something that just happened today actually. Well, it didn't happen today, but we'll get into it. Okay, if you're not already subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the post notification bell so that you are notified every time I post and upload a video. Also, if you are not already subscribed to my if you're not already following my Instagram, you should go ahead and follow my Instagram at itsDestaynee. You can also follow me on Facebook at Destiny Raynell. Okay, so we're about to get into this situation. I don't know if you know, but there was a situation that went down in Cook County, Illinois, baby. A man, basically a mom and her son was charged with murder. Okay, charges have been dropped today. Praise the Lord. Okay, the reason why I'm saying praise the Lord, I'll tell you the situation that happened from the video that we can see. There's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of, well, this and that and that. I didn't see that on the video. I'm not sure if she texted. You know, those specific details I'm not going to really get into because I don't have that current or correct information. What I do know is what I saw in the video and what transpired after that. And what happened on the video, the woman, 35-year-old, Miss Hood is her last name. She was in the restaurant with Mr. Brown, 32-year-old gentleman, and they were having an exchange. They were arguing back and forth. He told her, basically, be quiet. If you say one more word, I'm gonna knock you out. She continued to talk. He proceeded to knock her out. Like literally, I'm talking pulling back, closed fist, boom, 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 knocking her onto the ground, knocking her out, literally. Now, before that happened, you can hear her on the video talking to someone that is out of the frame of the camera saying, go to the car. We now know that is her 14-year-old son. She was instructing him to go to the car. Probably didn't want him to see her in this exchange with this man. Probably had no idea it was going to be taken to the extent that it was taken to. But she told him to go into the car. This is where people are saying after he, started hitting Mr. Brown, started hitting her, people are saying she texted her son to bring the gun. I don't know if that's true. He could have probably clearly seen what was going on, came, excuse me, with the firearm and shot Mr. Brown in the back. I don't know how many times, so I don't want to misquote the amount of times that he was shot. And the shots were fatal, okay? Now, people are dragging the situation saying that she was telling him to shoot witnesses. I don't know if that is true, so I'm not going to speak on that. I'm going to speak on that situation that I just mentioned. Mr. Brown hitting the woman, knocking her down, the son coming in with the firearm and shooting him, and those shots being fatal. They were initially charged. Both of them were both arrested and charged, but today those charges have been dropped. And I say thank God, because that was self-defense in my opinion. In my opinion, that was self-defense. Yes, he was a minor. No, he had no business handling a firearm. Give me a second. No, he had no business. Mom life, okay? No, he had no business handling a firearm, but neither did Mr. Brown have any business putting his hands in a threatening manner on a woman, on someone it doesn't matter if he knew her or not, putting his hands on somebody, especially a woman. A lot of things that shouldn't have been done happened, but he came to the defense of his mother and defended her life. We don't know how far it could have taken if he didn't come in. Everybody in the restaurant in the video that we saw ran. Nobody was trying to help her. Nobody was trying to stop Mr. Brown from throwing those blows and punching her out. Nobody was trying to de-escalate the situation. Nobody was trying to, none of those things. If her son did not come to her rescue, we do not know what could have happened to her. But this is self-defense in my opinion. Now, people are gonna say otherwise, and that's perfectly fine. I'll give another situation. Excuse me, kind of similar. I think this, I don't know when this happened, but this happened within a year ago in Orlando, Florida. I believe it was Orlando. Two women were in an exchange, turned into a fight. The mom, after the fight had ended, the mom instructed the little girl to shoot the person that she was fighting with. Now, the fight was over. They were not fighting. They were not engaging. She instructed. That's not self-defense. That's I don't remember if the person was unalived or what came out of that situation other than that mom going to jail, because they were no longer, the woman was no longer a threat. There was no longer a situation, need for stand your ground, need for self-defense. That's totally different. This here, baby, was clearly self-defense. And I've had a lot of discussions with people surrounding this topic, mainly men, because the 2A community is saturated with men. Women, come help a sister out. It's rough out here. But a lot of the men that I encountered in this conversation, mainly like on posts on Instagram or Facebook, I would just give my opinion like everyone else would give their opinion, but for whatever reason, they felt the need to engage in conversation with me, and so we had a dialogue, particularly this one gentleman. And the basis of his argument, if you would call it such, was that women need to be held accountable. He said if she would have just shut up, this wouldn't have happened. And that's the problem, because women aren't being held accountable. Look at you right now having this conversation. You're not taking accountability. Take the L and take accountability. These are paraphrasing, because he sent me long paragraphs paraphrasing what he was saying to me. He does not know me. He don't know me. And I take issue with that, because we are shifting the blame onto the real victim. Okay? I don't know what they were arguing about. I don't know what they were discussing. I don't know what the problem was. I don't. I really don't. Do I personally engage in arguments with people in person? No. Now that I am a concealed carrier, I look at things totally different now. I do not want to engage with you. If you mad and you arguing, there was a man at Home Depot. Let me hold up. I asked for help. He was at work. A little story time real quick. I asked for help. He said, it's on aisle such and such. I said, I went to aisle such and such and it was not there. And he looked at me. He said, now if I go down there, am I going to find it? And I stopped and I looked at him. I said, you got a smart ass mouth on you, huh? And, you know, in that moment, I did get caught up because he was talking to me like I'm not a child. Don't talk to me like that. Anyway, for the most part, I do not engage with people. If people want to talk crazy, I'll just look at them and be like, wow, okay. Or I will walk away. I'm not going to put my hands on nobody if they don't touch me first. Okay? Self-defense. Stand your ground. But I don't engage with people. I think that people need to, as much as we focus on running and gunning, we need to focus on de-escalating situations, learning how to walk away, learning that pride and ego could be your downfall, as it was for Mr. Brown. Don't come after me, family of him. This is just a situation. They both should have walked away, yes, but he did not have the right to put his hands on her or anyone. For that matter, it doesn't matter what she said, because people are saying, well, she shouldn't have said what she said. It don't matter what she said. Nothing that anyone can say warrants somebody to put their hands on them, especially to beat them down repeatedly, blow after blow. You got to learn how to walk away. You got to learn how to not take things so personal. You got to know and understand, you probably won't see this person ever again. Unfortunately, he won't. Unfortunately, he won't. So don't take it that heavy as to what they're saying. Okay? You see what I'm saying? And then, you know, people like to do things when there's an audience. you know, and just put on more and do more. Pride and ego, let it go. Learn to walk away, especially being a concealed carry holder. And now in Florida, July 1st, you no longer need a permit to carry concealed as long as you're not a felon, you know, as long as you don't have a restraining order against you. There are parameters, there are things, and you still will be background checked when you purchase your firearm from a legal shop. You will still have to do the background check, but that's more of a reason to not get engaged and get into it with people, because now, I mean, in Florida, pretty much everybody has one. But now, July 1st, everybody will have one. So why are you going to engage with somebody else because you think you're carrying? You don't know what they got. You don't know what they have going on. You don't know what mental state they are. You don't know what emotional state they are. So I am just wanting people to use this situation as one, de-escalate situations. Do not engage with people. Times are crazy. Inflation through the roof. People are stressed, jobs, work, whatever the case may be. Don't make it right. It don't make it right what people are saying or doing or trying to antagonize you and provoke you. That does not make it right. But you have the choice to walk away. If you have the choice to walk away, walk away. You also don't put your hands on nobody. Don't put your hands on nobody. Again, just walk away. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep out here to be going that far with people. But that's all I really wanted to say, is that I'm thankful that the charges have been dropped against this son and mother duo, because again, like, just imagine if you're in your home. Just imagine if you're in your home, God forbid, somebody comes through trying to rob you and they're assaulting someone in your family, and then a child has to go get the firearm to save y'all's life. Would y'all be singing the same tune of, he shouldn't have did it, that's not self-defense, da-da-da, lock him up? Would y'all still be singing that tune? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Self-defense is self-defense. Just like, I don't know. The Travis Rudolph case is different. He was defending himself and his brother. But he was the owner of the firearm and he's of age, so that's not, I can't even compare that to this. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all. I thought it was pretty interesting to see people's takes. Very interesting to see how people are blaming a whole different demographic of people who weren't even violent. It's quite amazing. I'll be glad when those gender wars stop, because we need to come together. We need to come together as a people, and we need to respect each other. And that's what was lacking, respect. Because how you think you could put your hands on somebody? I don't know. Have the conversation with your people. Again, when I ask, do y'all talk to y'all friends and relatives about domestic violence and things like that? Oh, I don't hang around people who do that. I don't do all that. Somebody was hanging around him and obviously didn't have the conversation because he felt so compelled and so comfortable to put his hands on a woman who he don't even know. That is absurd to me. I digress. Let me know if you've heard of this case. Let me know your feelings and your thoughts on this. Do you think that this should be charges dropped? Do you think any charges should be pursued against the mother or the son? Do you think the family is going to try to do a civil suit? Let me know how you feel in the comments below. But keep it cute. This is community. This is family. We have dialogue. I might not agree. You might not agree. That's perfectly fine. We're just here to bring a different perspective. We're here to voice how we feel about these very prevalent situations that are happening all over the world. And these are things that I feel that you should think about, being, if you are a gun owner or a concealed carrier. Is that the right word? Concealed carry. If you conceal carry, child, I think that this is something that you should think about before leaving your house. If I'm faced with a situation, what am I going to do? Walk away. If somebody says something I don't like, what I'm going to do? Walk away. Am I going to engage and banter with someone? No, I'm going to walk away. Walk away. You walk away with your freedom and your life. Because again, you don't know how unstable people are. You got to be pretty unstable to put your hands on somebody that you don't know over some sort of disagreement, and especially a woman. And then people will say, because I saw this in the comments too, Lord help us. Oh, women want to be treated as equals. Now they getting mad when they getting punched down equally. What? Again, I'm scared of the people. I'm scared of the people out on the internet. I'm scared. Like, what? That's crazy to me. That is absolutely insane. Regardless of anything, nobody should put their hands on anybody. But nothing somebody could say could make me put my hands on anybody. That's a conscious decision that was made on the person who threw hands. You feel what I'm saying? That's where the accountability is. Hold yourself accountable. Hold your emotions accountable. Self-awareness here. If you know that you're triggered like me, okay, real quick, because I'm about to hang up. I don't like to argue with people because I know I'm going to go low. And if it's someone that I care about, I don't want to go low. So I don't want to argue. I'm going to just bow out. I don't want to, because I'm just going to go low. So I just don't argue. If I argue with somebody, I probably really don't care about them because I know I'm going to say something low to make them stop talking to me. That don't give nobody the right to put their hands on me because of what I'm saying verbally though. But since I have that self-awareness, that's why I just don't argue. So yeah, that's why I just don't engage. I just don't argue. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you have self-awareness? Do you know how to walk away? Do you know how to disengage and de-escalate situations? Maybe next video we'll talk about de-escalation. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below how you feel about this case and about this situation, and what would you do? If it was you and your family, what would you do? Well, for me, real quick, my gun would be on me at all times. This is why I tell you, keep it on you at all times. It wouldn't have to been up to my child because it would have been on me already. I would have been the one. You feel me? So let me know how you feel in the comment section. Let me know what you would have done. And be sure to subscribe and like and share the video. And if you love someone, tell them. I love you all. Real quick, I just wanted to throw this in there because I did have another conversation with somebody who I truly respect. His name is Guns, Gains, and Gold Teeth on Instagram. And he has YouTube here, but we always have conversations about things, and I respect his perspective because he brings a different perspective and he's very fair. I want him to start a podcast. Tell him to start a podcast. But he was saying in our discussion, because I was saying how a lot of the men are blaming women for situations like this, and saying that women be getting men unalived, and if the women would just da-da-da. But he brought up a very good point that men have been putting guns in the hands of young boys from the time of conception, with the gangs, with the neighborhood wars, with things like that, having younger YGs doing their dirty work and doing things like that with violence. So we cannot, and y'all know I'm not no he-man, what is it, she-man, woman, man hater, whatever the little rascals. I don't hate men, I love men. Okay? But it's always this women. But let's look at the whole scope of thing. Everyone has a part to play. Everyone should be held accountable. Everyone should be mindful of their actions. Everyone should know there are consequences for your actions. But to say that men are always unalived at the hands of a woman's actions is not fair. That man had a choice to make, and he chose the wrong one. And unfortunately, he chose the one that cost his life. No one made him do anything. Okay? So I just wanted to throw that in there real quick because I forgot to mention that point and to shout him out, because when I want to have good conversations that I know people are not really gonna have, I ask him, like, what you feel about, what's your thoughts on this, bro? Like, how you feel about this, or whatever the case. But yeah, love y'all.